these things are great and they make it easier for us to accomplish what we're trying to do. But what we're trying to do is to have a direct impact on the lives of the people around us. If this business doesn't help you in your life to accomplish your goals, then something's wrong. We need to intervene. We need to rally other Posh consultants around you. We need home office resources to help lift you up. That's the purpose of what we designed this company to be. This should be a place that you can come in, you can make your life better, and you can use your business as a place to lift up other people as well. That's your customers, it's your team members, it's your family. It's the impact of the work that you put into it. It's all about the people. And you can see that as you look around, as you look at events, as you look at what the company does. It's people first and foremost. So let's talk about a very simple transaction. When you're selling a product to a customer, what's actually happening? Because sometimes you focus a little bit too much on just what the product is or what the price is. There's actually something very significant happening here. Your customer is giving you money, she's giving you time, attention, and loyalty. She's stopping what she's doing to pay attention to what you're talking about. She's giving you money for the product, and in exchange for that, you're giving to your customer this product, you're giving your attention, you're giving answers, and you're giving service. Now what's great about this interaction here is that you're getting exactly what you want. You're building your business, you can generate sales, and your customer is getting exactly what she wants. This is a win-win type of situation. If you can create value type situations like this, where your customer gets what she wants and you get what you want, this is a cycle that can repeat again and again and again, thousands of times. There's much more happening here than just a product and a credit card payment. She's giving her time and attention, you're giving answers and time and attention back to her to help her feel like she's getting her concerns addressed, she's getting answers to what she wants, she's getting a great product that helps her to feel pampered. The brand experience is really where you should start if you want to be successful here. If you can help people to feel the experience and emotionally understand what Posh is, it will mean so much more to them. Now they're not purchasing from you a mask, they're purchasing time to remind themselves that they matter, that they deserve it. You provide an experience to them by virtue of these products and these programs, but it is the experience that really leaves them fulfilled and leaves them coming back again and again. Creating that experience should be your number one priority. Ask yourself these questions as you're interacting with your customers and starting to build your business. How do I make them like Posh, right? How do I make sure that they like it? How do you cross that bridge? You're sitting here with all these great products, you've got somebody that doesn't know anything about it. How do I help them to like it as much as I like it? How do I talk to them about it? What do I say? Okay? What is the best way to share with them? Do I give them a sample and let them go home and try it? Do I try to get it on their skin right now? Do I just let them tell me what they want to do? And the final question, how do I make them feel? Be very, very aware as you're interacting with all sorts of individuals in your business, whether they be customers or team members. How do they leave that interaction feeling about themselves? We ask ourselves that, right? We look at all of you coming to Dayaway and all the experiences that you've had. How do you feel when you leave? What have you learned? Did you laugh? Did you cry? Those things are important because that's what you need, and we need to provide to you what you need. You need to provide to your customers this brand experience. Always keep in mind that your emotions are connected to the senses. So I'd like you to take this home as a challenge for yourself to look at how you provide the ideal brand experience to all of your customers. This is a very simple formula, and if you approach it this way in designing your next party, in designing your next sit down with a customer, however you're building your business, if you design it this way, you will be in touch with the emotions and the connections that your customers will make that will help them be fulfilled. They're all connected to your five senses. Now, Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn." The key here is to involve your customers. Now, can you involve someone if you're just getting an email list of people you don't know and sending out spam to them? No, you can't. The basis and the foundation for your business needs to be person-to-person involvement based around your 5 senses. Okay? Now, why do I bring up Benjamin Franklin? Because we see his picture a lot, right? We'd like you to see a lot of his picture as well. So remember what Benjamin Franklin said. You need to involve your customers in your business, and then you get to see Benjamin Franklin a lot. Ah, that was my joke for the night. All right, first is sight, okay? Stop and think carefully. What do my customers see when I present my business? How am I branding myself, okay? Are they only looking at the outside of the package? Am I opening products and let them see what the product looks like? You know they will fall in love with this brand first by what they see, okay? If you set up a table at a show, many of you have had this experience. People will walk by and they'll stop because of what they see. They see how you're branding this Posh business. They see what our products look like. Posh is a very visually appealing brand. So be very conscious, number one, of how you're presenting this brand experience to them. What are they experiencing by what they see? Okay? Number two, what do they feel? This is a sense of touch. Can your customers fall in love with the products if they're not trying them? No, they can't. Okay? Don't hand somebody a sample packet and hope that they take it home and use it. Okay? Get product on them. Okay? As you're saying, would you like to try this? Put it right on their skin. And if they say no, then say, oh, well, I'm sorry about that, but you're going to really love it. And as you're rubbing it into their hand. And you'll find that even people that are resistant to that are all of a sudden going to feel the texture of what you put on. Okay? Do you remember the first time that you felt a big fat yummy hand cream?
Yep.
Okay. Do you remember the first time that you used a Snarky bar? Hopefully you got more instruction about it than I did. I didn't know what it was. Ian didn't tell me. So I thought it was a kind of a bumpy soap, and I jumped in the shower. You know, got scars on my arm now. Do you remember what you felt? Okay, what you felt from the products. That's why you fell in love with it. It's a great tactile experience. Your customers need to see the product and feel the product so that they can fall in love with it too. They're going to hear your recommendation. They're going to trust you. They've got to have their own experience, and that starts with touching the product. Get product on their skin. Let them feel it. Okay? Next, they've got to smell it. Okay? Who loves how our products smell? And isn't that something that you hear consistently as you share with other people? Oh, that smells great, right? Okay? The Posh on the Street winners were up here getting that bag of Love in the Dark. Okay? And Shalene and Rhiannon are over there going, oh my gosh, I love how it smells, right? They fell in love with the smell the very first time they smelled that product. A lot of you have had the same. Give your customers that opportunity. Get it on their skin, let them feel the texture, let them smell it. You know what I've noticed in the home office? A really interesting phenomenon. We have employees that will have a product at their desk, and maybe you do this at work as well. And it's not necessarily that they use it, just once in a while when they're kind of stressful or under a deadline, they'll pick it up and smell it. Because the power of smell is so significant to what we do. Okay? The Nike Corporation did a very interesting experiment. They had 2 different rooms, and they had all these customers come in and take a survey as part of this experiment. The rooms were identical, the shoes were identical in the room. One difference is they put a very, very pleasant fragrance, a cologne fragrance, into one of the rooms. Okay? That's the only difference that they used in this experiment. The people that were in the room that had the nice smell, 84% of them, okay, picked this shoe compared to 16 in the other room. And on average, they would have paid $10 more for that pair of shoes. Now think about that. Think about the power of smell. Okay? Many more people picked it, and most of them would have paid more because of the experience and the environment that they were in there. Smell brings back memories stronger than any other sense. Okay? We know that, right? You walk by someone wearing the cologne that one guy wore 20 years ago, and you're instantly back in that moment. Okay? Smells are strong. Use this to your advantage in your business. We have wonderfully smelling products. We love the fragrances of what we have. Okay? Let your customers fall in love with the fragrances. Let them try lots of different things. They may not like exactly the same fragrances that you do. That's okay. They will find something that they love as much as the things that you love most. Next is taste. Now this can be hard, right? Because we don't like to eat our products. I have been known to put a scoop of a body scrub in my mouth just to show you that it's not dangerous. Not something that I recommend. Our ingredients are generally recognized as safe, and typically it's not going to hurt you to eat it. Now it doesn't taste very good if you eat a body scrub, let me tell you, so you don't have to go learn on your own.
Stop my lips from
It's
licking
very,
my
very
lotion off
salty.
as I put it on.
And it leaves a very soapy taste in your mouth that will go away for 2 or 3 days. Okay? So, no matter how much soda you drink, no matter how, it'll leave a very strong soapy aftertaste in your mouth. Okay? But this is one of the senses. The more senses we can engage our customers in, the more effective this experience is going to be.
Their favorite is
Can
little
you
ginger
bring
gets
a little bag of chocolate with you, right? Imagine if you're eating a chocolate dipped strawberry as they're trying one of the big fat yummy hand creams. Okay? They're going to love you forever. They're going to invite you back tomorrow and the next day. You're going to create an experience for them that they won't forget. So find an opportunity to give them something to taste. It may not be a product, but use your creativity. It can be very simple, okay? It can be, as I said, a piece of chocolate. It could be something that you love that complements it well, okay? Taste is very important. Don't forget taste. And finally, hearing. What do they hear? Now, can you hear an email? Not in your voice, you can't. Okay? Can you hear a text message? We have ways of communicating with each other. The most effective way is for me to look you in the eye and to tell you in my voice what I love about this product. When you sit with someone and you tell them about your morning routine and that you look forward to using that BFF, you love the peppermint essential oil in it, you love exactly the right amount of exfoliation, it's just the right amount of scrubby. It goes on and it feels really, really cool. It's that cool feeling when you rinse it off. You tell them that experience and it sinks into their heart and they understand it. There's so much that can happen if you can see someone face to face and you can explain to them in your own words your experience with this brand. Now, if you'll take this approach, just think about this very simple approach of the 5 senses. If you focus on this every time that you're talking to a customer so that they can see it, they can feel it, okay? They hear you talk about it, they can taste it, they can smell it. The more senses that you can engage them in, the better brand experience they will have every time. If that's your focus, there's no limit to how successful you can be because you're paying attention to the individual. But if you're not paying attention to the individual, then success is farther away than you'll ever know. That's a core foundational principle of how this business is designed to work. Okay? Final thought. Don't forget that this is a people-based business. Okay? Life is hard. One of the things I love about having a pampering company like this is life sucks. Okay? Life is not always easy. We all have our bad days. Some of us have bad decades. But Posh can be a place where we love the products, we love the people. We would get to remind ourselves that we deserve it. You ought to take a selfie with that crown on and you ought to send it to you know who and say, that's because I deserve it, and then fill in, you know, whatever name you'd like to call them. Remind yourself that you deserve it. Remind yourself that this business is about people. When you focus on people first and helping them experience this brand through all 5 senses, you'll have a solid foundation to your business. You'll catch the vision of what this brand can be for you, and your customers will come back to you again and again.